But yeah, like what I'm about to be speaking about today is something that is truly, truly, truly so powerful. It's something that has really helped me along my journey in life, along my journey in business, along my journey in different kind of things. And I know it's helped loads of the key top successful people because it's something I really learned from key top successful people. Because the fact of the matter is that a lot of the times, right? In fact, in life, most of us, we are surrounded with a lot of negativity, right? We're surrounded with a lot of negativity, whether that be negative things that's going on in our life, whether that be negative things that's maybe external, negative things on the news, negative things in business, maybe setbacks, maybe challenges, negative things on the charts, maybe you're hitting stop loss, maybe you're not understanding things, I don't know, negative things in your family, but there could just be a lot of negativity that really kind of goes on, right? And I'm gonna really be speaking about the importance of really being able to maintain a positive mental attitude when it comes down to success, a positive mental attitude when it comes down to life in general, because the fact of the matter is that although there's all this massive sea of negativity, there's all these kind of negative stuff, the fact of the matter is that if we can truly just remain positive, right, and we can truly understand the importance of a positive mental attitude, none of that will even be able to touch us. None of that will even be able to affect us in any kind of way. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I said positive mental attitude, right? I'm going to break that down because that's 3 words. I'm going to break down each word specifically, right? And first and foremost, we're going to start with the word positivity, right? And when it comes down to positivity, right, it's important to really understand the fact that we really have the power to just make the decision to really be positive, right? Guys, bear with me 1 second. Sorry, I apologize. Bear with me, I apologize. Sort this out real quick. I can't. Yeah, sorry about that. But listen, guys, what I was about to say, right, is the fact that we have to understand that negativity is more abundant in our life more time than positivity, as in there's more negativity around. But the reality of it is that positivity is more powerful than negativity. What do I mean by that? I mean the fact that we can have so much negativity around us, but just by the small little positivity that we can have inside us, we can combat all of the negativity. And that's what really shows you the power of the importance of really being able to lock down this positive mindset, to lock down, as I said, this positive mental attitude. Because if you understand that, okay, cool, XYZ could be happening externally, XYZ could be happening internally. I don't know, you may be going through certain things, you may be going through struggles. I think there's a lot of things, right? But if you can just be positive, like let's say, for example, you have the thought, because you understand, listen, I can get through anything. Right? Like imagine if that one positive thought, this is one example of a positive thought, right? That one positive thought, I can get through anything. In fact, let's even up it. Let's say I can get through everything. In fact, let's up it again. Let's say I will get through everything. That one positive thought in itself can overcome pretty much any negativity. Why? Because any kind of negativity that wants to come doesn't matter. Because you have the positive thought and you're saying, listen, I will overcome anything. I will get through anything. I will go through everything. Whether you're hitting stop losses on trade, whether you're, I don't know, people are leaving your business, whether people aren't even joining your business, whether, I don't know, you're having certain family issues, like all these different kind of things. It could be in the business, it could be outside the business, but these are going to be things that a lot of people allow them to affect their business, right? But the reality of it is, again, that small piece of positivity, all you need to do is just find that small piece of positivity so that you can go ahead and overpower all of that negativity, right? Now, I don't know if that's making sense for you guys, but that's the first word, right? The first word of positivity. The second word of positive mental attitude, right, is mental. And the reason I say mental is because of the fact that we need to understand that this is a mental game, right? We really need to understand the fact that positivity and remaining positive and maintaining a positive mental attitude, it all comes from within. Because sometimes people be like, oh man, like this person annoyed me, this person that, or this situation got me annoyed, or this situation got me angry, all these kind of things. Like, I'm here to say that any single time you say something like that, it's not true, right? Nothing has got you annoyed. Nothing has got you angry. And you may be thinking, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, I am angry. Like, no, this did happen. Like, the trade did hit stop loss. Or, this person did say this to me. This person cross-recruited my team. This person this person that. Or this situation happened. Or, I'm stuck at home and I'm with these people, blah, 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 and they're making me angry. Right? But the fact of the matter is, look, what I like to do, right? And I like to really focus on being conscious with the words that I say as much as possible, right? So when, for example, let's say what most people would say is, this person's annoyed me, I like to reframe it. I say, you know what? I allowed this person to annoy me. Or I allowed this situation to, I don't know, get to me. I allowed this situation to irritate me. Or I allowed this person to get me a little bit angry. Whatever it is, like let's say, for example, an emotional response has been produced after something has happened or after someone has said something, then that doesn't mean that that person caused that emotional response. That means that you caused that emotional response by deciding that that was the emotion that you were going to go ahead and attach to it, right? What do I mean by that? Look, we can decide to be positive. Anything that's negative in the external doesn't matter, because that can't make you negative. The reason being, look, the only person, look, your brain, you can see your brain as like a controller, right? Because imagine you got like a PS3 controller, PS4 controller. I didn't really have a PS4, a PS3 or a PS4 controller or anything, or an Xbox controller, whatever it is, right? For those of you guys who know, PlayStation is better than Xbox, but that's a convo for another day, right? But look, PlayStation, PS3 controller, whatever, you've got a controller in your mind, right? This controller allows you to go ahead and navigate through your day, allows you to go ahead and navigate and kind of determine how you're going to go ahead and operate throughout your life, throughout your weeks, throughout your months, throughout your years, right? But the crazy thing about it is the fact that with a normal controller, with like a PlayStation or the Xbox or even a TV controller, anyone can just pick it up and start pressing buttons, right? And this is how most people allow their brain to be, right? Most people allow it to be a thing where someone can just pick up the controller and just start pressing buttons. Someone can just come to your brain and just be like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna make you annoyed. You know what? I'm gonna make you I'm gonna make you negative. You know what? I'm gonna make you angry. You know what? I'm gonna make you irritated. It might not even be someone, right? It might just be situations, right? Situations you may even see as, for example, the devil working. You may be like, oh no, the devil's trying to do this, the devil's trying to do that. You're allowing the devil to, for example, pick up the controller in your life and just say, nah, man, like I'm gonna switch your mood. I'm gonna switch your mentality. I'm gonna make you fall down. But the crazy thing about it is that the reality of it is that the control that we have, it has a lock. It has, what's that thing called? I don't know what it's called. The finger lock. I think it's called a biometric lock or something. It's something where only you can press it. Only you can press the button, right? So the reality of it is that no one else can actually control that control of your mind. The only person that can control your mind is yourself. So once you really understand that, and once I started to understand that more and more and more, things started to grow. Things just started to elevate, because I started to realize, hold up, this guy is trying to say this, that. That's interesting, man. Like it can't affect me, because I'm not deciding that I want to be negative. People ask, oh, how do you stay positive? Like how are you positive a lot of the times? All this kind of stuff. And I was really thinking about the answer earlier, and I was like, yo, it's because I decide, like, I want to be positive, right? Like I want to be positive, so I'm gonna be positive. I've got my own controller, so I'm gonna select the channel that I want to go ahead and tune into, right? I don't know if that's making sense to you guys. If it is, just drop something in the chat box. Drop a 1-on-1 in the chat box, or 2-2-2. If that's actually making sense to you, I don't know if it is, or if I'm kind of waffling, because I really want to make sure that you guys are already taking value from this. These are just kind of thought processes that I've been having when it comes down to life and when it comes down to everything, right? Because the next word, right? The next word. So we've got positive, we've got mental, and the next word is attitude, right? The next word is attitude. So when it comes down to attitude, right? The question is, attitude is basically, how are we thinking about things, right? Like how are we thinking about certain things, right? And the question is, what is our attitude towards our business, right? How are we thinking about our business? Because there's some people who they think about their business, they think about their trades, for example, as, you know what? I'm going to be a 7-figure trader, right? You know what? I'm in the process of becoming a 7-figure trader. You know what? I'm about to be an 8-figure trader, right? You know what? The actions that I'm doing today are bringing me towards being a 7-figure, 8-figure trader, 6-figure trader, whatever your goals are, right? You know what? The actions that I'm executing today are bringing me towards being a chairman. The actions that I'm executing today are bringing me towards being a platinum 150, bringing me towards being a platinum 600, bringing me towards being a platinum 1000. And then there's other people, right? A second kind of category of people who they're like, you know what? The actions that I'm taking today, it's like I'm trying to get to platinum 150, I'm trying to get to platinum 600, I'm trying to get to platinum 1000, but I don't know if the actions are really bringing me there right now at this moment in time. Or man, I'm trying to level up in trading, but I don't know, like the results aren't here yet, so I don't know if it's bringing me forward, right? And that is an attitude that's really going to hold you back, right? The reason being because if you have the mentality where you're thinking that what you're doing right now isn't even bringing you forward, how do you expect to move forward? Because the attitude that you have towards your success, the attitude that you have towards this business is really going to be one of the key determining factors of how you actually go ahead and move forward. Because again, if you have that attitude where you're thinking that things aren't moving, you're thinking that what you're doing right now isn't moving you forward, then that's what's going to happen, right? It may not be moving you forward right now in the physical, but understand that you're planting the seeds. Understand that maybe your trades are hitting stop loss at the moment, right? Maybe people aren't joining your business, but that doesn't mean that you're not moving forward. That means that you're getting closer to finding that person. Imagine, for example, I don't know, let's say this room right now is full of hay, right? It's full of hay, and I'm looking for a few needles. Right? We're looking for a few needles to kind of pick up, right? And imagine, like, we're smart, so we're not just gonna just be rummaging around, just looking for needles. We're actually gonna take pieces of hay out and throw it outside. Take pieces of hay out, throw it outside. Make sure there's no needles in it, of course, right? Every time we're throwing it out, right, you can realize that, hold up, there's no needles. Like, bro, I've been throwing this hay out for like 5 minutes. Bro, I've been throwing this hay out for like 10 minutes now. Bro, I've been throwing this hay out for like an hour, for 2 hours, for XYZ amount of time. And it's like, yo, man, I haven't found any needles, man. Does that mean that you're not moving forward to catching those needles? No. Because guess what? Now you're removing the hay. Now there's a lot less hay in the room, so you're actually getting closer to catching those pieces of needles that you were intending to pick up, right? And it's the same thing when it comes down to this business. You may have no's now, you may have objections now, you may have like objections, then a couple people get started, and then they both cancel. And then you get more objections, and it's like, flip, man. I'm not moving forward. But what you don't realize is that the haystack is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. You're getting closer and closer to those key needles that you needed to pick. And how many needles do you really need? Yo, imagine, for example, you have 7 to 10 platinum 1000s in your business, 7 to 10 needles that you've been able to pick out from this haystack, right? Guess what? Now you're a chairman. That's literally the blueprint for chairman that David Emanite breaks down, right? And it's like, damn, that's crazy. And you think about it like that, and it's so exciting. But then when it comes down to that room where there's hay, needles are small relative to the size of hay, right? So there's hay, there's all this hay. Are you really the person that's going to be willing to throw all the haystack away and go through it one by one, go through the process, and really just trusting it and knowing that there are 7 to 10 needles in there? There's probably even more needles in there that you didn't even know about. Because once you understand that when it comes down to this business, you realize, hold up, I just got to keep it pushing. I just got to keep it moving. I just got to have that attitude that I am moving forward. Regardless of whether I picked up the needles already, now I am moving forward. Because every single time I'm going through a no, every single time I'm hitting a stop loss, I'm getting closer to the take profit. Every single time I'm getting an objection, I'm getting closer to that yes, right? As Yasin, shout out to Yasin, right? As Yasin always says, he says, listen, every yes will build your business, every no will build your character. And it's true, because at the end of the day, imagine with that same needle in the haystack, imagine if, for example, you just came in and all the needles were just at the door. You just picked them all up. Straight away, 7 to 10 needles, straight, boom, just like that. The crazy thing about it is that how are you supposed to help those needles, right, who are now going to be people, because they're going to be people that are going to platinum 1000 above, right? How are you going to help those needles find their 7 to 10 needles? Because you didn't even go through anything. You didn't even go through any struggles. You didn't even go through anything. You didn't even have to go through any kind of negativity. See that haystack as all the negativity. You have to get through all the negativity in order to get to the needles. But if you didn't go through any negativity, how are you supposed to help somebody else who is? How are you supposed to help somebody else who is going through certain things? How are you supposed to help someone else who is maybe going through external things in their life that they don't even necessarily understand how to get out of, right? Just by you going through the process, just by you going through the journey, you're going to be able to help people just like that, right? And it's simply because you have the attitude that you are moving forward. You have the attitude that you're showing up every single day and that you're really worth it. Like your goals are really about to be smashed. As you show up with the attitude every single day or on a regular basis, guess what? We're all going to grow. Like imagine if all of us on this call, 44 of us on this call, we all show up every single day and we have the attitude of understanding that everything that we're doing is moving us forward. Whether it's something that we're doing wrong and it's moving us forward because we're going to learn from it once we find out that we've been doing it wrong, and that's going to be growth, that's going to bring us towards doing it right, or whether that be we're doing it right, but the process, like the success isn't occurring yet, and it's just going to bring us closer to it, or whether it's that we're doing it right and we're actually getting the results right then. All of that is going to bring us forward towards our goal, right? Guys, if that's making sense, real quick, just drop a 333 in the chat box. If not even just if it's making sense, but if it's really actually helping you, because I really want to know that this call is actually being of value for every single person. Sick. I'm seeing the freeze coming through. Now I'm saying that's really what I wanted to break down in terms of the positive mental attitude, right? Understanding that it's so important for us to have that positive mental attitude on a day-to-day basis. Doesn't matter what's going on. Remember, I will get through everything, right? I will get through everything. Simple as that. As you understand that you will get through everything, as we understand that we will get through everything, then it's done. Like there's nothing really that can kind of really hinder us or anything like that. So in fact, it's about to be mad. The next thing that I really want to speak about, right, is it's on the same topic of positivity, right? Hopefully you guys have clocked that when it comes down to the positive mental attitude, but now it's about understanding that it's bigger than just ourselves, right? It's bigger than just you. It's bigger than just me, right? It's bigger than just every single person, every single 43 people that are on this call right now, right? Because we need to understand that there's a ripple effect of our actions. Look, I'm gonna illustrate this by breaking down the story, right? So there were two friends, right? Two friends. One's called Brian and one's called James, right? So Brian and James, right? In fact, let's call them Brian and Femi, right? I'm gonna call the second one Femi. Brian and Femi, right? So Brian and Femi, both of them, they're on the phone together, right? They actually don't live near each other, but they're on the phone together and they're talking about this trade, right? They're like, oh, yo, you know what? Yo, this Euro USD is gonna bang. They're about to enter this Euro USD, right? And they're like, you know what? They both got £1,000 accounts. They're like, you know what? Come and shop 10 lots. And they're like, yeah, cool. I'm like, yo, Lord, man, like we both got the same confirmation. Let's go ahead and enter the trade. They both enter the trade, right? It's like, it started to go at a bit of profit. You know what I'm saying? They're seeing a little bit of numbers. They're like, now I'm not going to move my stop loss to break even yet because it's only just been in for a few minutes, right? And then trade starts to reverse a little bit. It's in like 100 minus. Then it's like, all right, yo, it's calm, man. It's calm. They're still on the phone together. And then some news comes out, whatever, and then boom, their account is gone. Their whole £1,000 account is gone. And that was a significant piece of money to them. And they're like, shit. They're annoyed. They're frustrated. They're not understanding the importance of maintaining a positive mental attitude through it all because they don't understand that was bringing them close towards their goal. But what they decided to do, so like, you know what? Like, let's both just leave the house and just go to a restaurant or something, like by ourselves. Right? So that's what they did. They didn't go together, obviously, as I said, they were in different locations, but what they decided to do is they both decided to go to a restaurant. So let me speak about Brian first, right? Because what Brian did is he decided, cool, he's going to go to a burger shop, right? They actually both went to a burger shop, but Brian, he decided, cool, I'm going to go to a burger shop. Right? He ordered a certain burger. He got his burger, right? The service was decent and stuff like that. But the fact of the matter was that in his burger, there was a tomato. And he's like, he don't like tomatoes. And he's like, you know them ones, like, guys, like, let's be real, right? Drop a 4 in the chat box if you've ever, like, been annoyed at something and, like, you've taken it out on someone else. Like, just drop a 4 in the chat box. Like, just keep it real. If you have, like, I'll definitely drop a 4 myself because that's most definitely something that I've done in the past. Like, most definitely, if I can even get the chat box up, it's kind of bugging out. All right, cool. We got a 4 right there. Put this 4 right there. And it's like, what Brian decided to do, he's like, you know what? he's like, you know what? I'm gonna take it out of this weight. It's like, you know what? I need to let some of this energy out, right? So he decides to go ahead and let some of this energy out. He's like, blah, 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 blah. Listen, he decides to start making up stuff. He's like, no, listen, I'm allergic to tomatoes. I'm like, I want to speak to your manager, blah, 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 blah. Because he just wants to release it. You know what I'm saying? So he gets to the manager now. He's like, listen, I'm allergic to tomatoes. I told them I don't want no tomatoes, blah, 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 blah. And the manager's like, oh my gosh, okay, you know what? This is the last straw. Because the crazy thing about it is that worker right there, he was about to get fired, like low key. Like he wasn't about to get fired, but he had been struggling when it came down to the whole job. And he wasn't really necessarily executing properly. But on that day was the day where he was like, you know what? Like his manager told him, listen, it's the final straw. And he decided to himself, listen, like I'm a fix up. Because the crazy thing about it is that he's 25 years old. Both Brian and his boy Femi, they're both 25 years old. Brian's got a mom, obviously, like family and stuff, but he's also got children at 25 years old, so he needs to look after his children. He's like, listen, I can't be losing this job, right? So he decided that he was going to change that day, and he didn't do anything. He was actually being good that day. He turned over a new leaf. But this person that was angry, he wanted to come in and say, nah, I'm allergic to tomatoes, blah, 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 and he never even told him not to put the tomatoes in. But it was simply just because he was letting the anger out on somebody else, right? Guess what happened? Donnie that was working there, he got fired, right? So yeah, cool, yeah, he got fired, whatever. But the fact of the matter was that as he was going home, he was telling his mom's getting into him. It's like, yo, listen, you've got children, blah, 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 all shouting at him now, talking about, yo, like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing with your life? You're not doing anything. You're out here working in a burger shop. Now you're getting fired from the burger shop. You're not serious, right? And you're trying to do this trading thing, blah, 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 blah. And so now he's gone home. Now when he gets home, he's all letting it out on his children. He's letting it out on his girl, all this kind of stuff. And at this point, things are starting to escalate. And you can see how that one little act, just from that one individual, that one Brian, deciding to take out the negativity on the worker, he didn't understand the ripple effect it was going to have. He didn't understand the fact that this individual was now on his final straw, and now he got fired, and now he's going back, and now he needs to pay rent and stuff, but he doesn't even have a job anymore, and now he needs to try to find another job, but he's not even that qualified, and it's simply just because he decided to lay it out on someone, right? That may be a bit of an extreme example, but the crazy thing about it is that our actions, right, affect other people's actions. Like how we treat other people affects how other people operate in their day. Because not every single person understands the positive mental attitude. Not every single person has been on a call like this. Not every single person has read books like Think and Grow Rich and all this kind of stuff, right? Not every single person is understanding what I'm breaking down to every single person here. So because every single person here is now starting to understand this, it's our duty to make sure that we're going out and we're just spreading positivity to help other people actually elevate in their lives as well. Because check it out, right? Cool. That was a negative example, right? But guess what happened with Femi, right? Femi, he decided to go to the restaurant, right? He also doesn't like tomatoes. He also went to the burger restaurant. He also got the burger and there was tomatoes on the burger. And he's like, flip, man, I don't even like burgers. I mean, I don't even like tomatoes. But then he's like, hold up. You know what? I've already blown like 1K in my account. And you know what? This worker, he looks like he's trying. I didn't tell him that I don't like tomatoes. So what could he have done about it, right? And then he's like, you know what? I might as well just give this guy a tip because I already blew 1K. I'm gonna just give him a tip. Now I'm gonna just spread some positivity. I'm gonna just do that, right? Because he's understanding the positive mental attitude a bit more. Guess what he does? He's like, you know what? The burger's like £10, but he's like, flip it. I'm gonna just give him a £30 tip because that really and truly should have been how much I should have lost on a trade if I was risking 3% of my account. So let me just give him £30, right? Gave him £30, and now the worker's like, wow. Damn, like he's excited. Like now he's like, wow, like he's really feeling like he's turned over a new leaf because he was also in a similar situation when he was kind of borderline getting fired, but he really decided to turn things around. On his way home now, he's walking home. He's like, yeah, sick, cool, I got through the day, like it's about to be lit. I'm going to help my family, all this kind of stuff. And he's like, he sees a homeless guy. And the crazy thing about spreading positivity, like I'm like, the whole focus of this conversation is to really help every single person understand the power and the importance of spreading positivity all throughout, right? What had happened is that he sees a homeless guy now, and he's like, wow, you know what, this guy just gave me an extra £30. Maybe I should pay it forward as well. Because this homeless guy, yeah, cool, I've got kids and all this kind of stuff, but maybe he just needs it more than me right now, man. And this is just a bonus. So you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give him this £30, right? So he goes ahead and he gives him the £30 tip, right? And the homeless guy, he's thinking, what? Like, no one really gives the homeless guy that much money. Normally he gets like 1p, 2p, 3p, £1 if he's lucky. Someone just gave him £30. That's like a lot of money to him, right? Now he's like, wow, this homeless guy is gas. This homeless guy is excited. Now through the whole day, right? The whole day, he's just spending love. He's like saying hi to everyone. He's like, yo, man, like, God bless you. You know those homeless guys there? Yo, like, God bless you. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, yeah, man, I love you. Like, all this kind of stuff, just spreading positivity out. And one of the people that he decided to spread positivity to was a 10-year-old little boy, right? 10-year-old little boy. And he goes to this 10-year-old little boy, he starts having a little conversation with him. And now this 10-year-old little boy, as he started to get deep, he started to learn about how this person actually came into being homeless, all this kind of stuff. He's only 10 years old, but he was just walking with his family and stuff. And on that day, right, that 10-year-old boy, he made the decision. He's like, you know what? One day, I'm gonna help homeless people. Like one day, I'm gonna build a homeless shelter or something like that, right? And then guess what happened? A few years later, that 10-year-old guy, because of his drive and because of his passion, he actually became a multi-millionaire. He actually decided to build some homeless shelters, all that kind of stuff. And on top of other stuff, but the reason he built the homeless shelters and the reason he helped so many people was simply because it came back to that one act. It came back to that one act of Femi blowing his account and being like, you know what, I'm gonna give you a £30 tip. And then that guy went ahead and done something else because it was a ripple effect. As someone said in the chat was as well, a domino effect, right? Same kind of thing. Domino effect. That first domino laid down, and then the pieces laid down and laid down and laid down and laid down. And you can really see how powerful that is. Like you can really see how, wow, that one little thing led to hundreds of homeless people having somewhere to stay for free. Led to that little 10-year-old boy being like, you know what? Because of this conversation I've had with this homeless guy, because he was seeing the reality, he was seeing, wow, homeless guys are nice. Wow, like homeless guys have actually like da-da-da-da-da. You know what, I'm gonna just help them. And he went ahead and helped them, and it was simply because of that. And it's crazy because imagine if Femi decided that he wanted to operate also the same way that Carl did, that Brian did. I don't even remember the other name that I gave the other guy, to be honest with you, but whatever the name was, right? Imagine if he decided to operate like him, things would be different. Like, things would really be different. So that's really the key piece of understanding that I wanted every single person to have. Like, I don't know if that story really kind of put things into perspective for every single person. Like, if it did, like, if that really helps every single person understand, wow, like, I need to start spreading positivity everywhere, because I don't know who this might affect. Like, I don't know who what I'm saying might affect. And I just want to see you guys drop a 555 in the chat box real quick, because we just got to understand that, listen, we don't know who what we're saying and what we're doing could affect. We don't know what someone has gone through in their life. That's why sometimes I might be speaking to someone and they may be coming with XYZ negativity. And I'm just there trying to spread love back, because at the end of the day, I'm like, raw, like, I don't know what this person's going through. Like, I don't know what's going through in their life. Like, I don't know. Imagine if I was to flip at that person and I was to go savage mode, then it could be something that just leads to more negativity, more negativity. In fact, they could go ahead and start spreading more negativity to more people. And it's like, the more we can get closer to kind of execute that on a consistent basis, like, obviously, cool, it starts from yourself. It starts from having a positive mental attitude yourself. But as you've got that locked down, and as you don't even have to have it locked down fully, to be honest with you, yet. Like, it's just about developing it little by little, because at the end of the day, look, we've been programmed for years and years of our life to really be negative more time. Like, we look at the news, what's there? Negativity. Like, we speak to friends and we speak to family, like, depending on your friends and family. But I know for me, for example, beforehand, the conversations that I was having, or the conversations that people were trying to have with me, was just negativity. Oh, this person, that person, this, gossip, this, blah, 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 blah. Oh, man, this, that. And it's like, there's so much negativity around. So it's down to us to really go ahead and flip the script. It's down to us to really go ahead and be the people that's spreading love, right? Because we got to understand that our team, like TEC, Traders Empire, like TEC, TEC is bigger than just, for example, making money. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than just, for example, traveling the world. Like, we really need to be the people that are really just spreading love and spreading positivity and really helping people go to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really the way that I really see things, because at the end of the day, yeah, you can make money. At the end of the day, yeah, you can build business. Yeah, you can help people make money. But imagine the ripple effect. Imagine how powerful that is, knowing that every single day you could be creating some kind of ripple effect like that, just by little acts, just by little things through the day. Just by little things. Like, sometimes you might see someone, like, yo, it's even happened to me sometimes. I might be walking, and I may not even be in the highest of moods. I may be feeling a bit down or something. And I see someone just smiling at me. They're just like, yo, man. Like, I don't know, a random person. And I'm like, jeez. Like, it just makes me feel just elevated. You know what I'm saying? And then guess what? At that point, now I'm like, bro, that made me feel so much better, you know? Now I need to do that to more people. I need to spread love to more people. I need to spread positivity to more people. And then I go ahead and do it. And it's just like, as we understand that, and we understand the power of what we do, like, for example, a good friend of mine, Sana, like, so some of you will know her on Instagram, Sana the Fed, right? If you go on her Instagram, you will literally see that she goes around just telling people, listen, you're beautiful. Like, just random people. She literally has it. She films it and everything. She puts it on her Instagram. And she just goes around and does that. Obviously, no financial benefit. Nothing. She doesn't even know the people. Just spreading love. Spreading love, spreading love. Guess what? You see the reactions that these people, that I would definitely recommend going on her Instagram, at Sana the Fed. Right? You will literally see how people are literally starting to cry. People are starting to do all this kind of stuff. Imagine what they're going to do leading out of that kind of conversation they just had. They're going to be like, wow, man. They're going to start spreading love to more people. They're going to start telling people, yo, listen, you're beautiful. Now, I was having a conversation with Sana the other day, and she was really saying that, because I was really asking, like, we were speaking about business, we were speaking about our visions and our goals, and she was really saying that, listen, like, one of her visions is really for people around the world, like, within a few years, you're going to hear, like, loads of people say, listen, you're beautiful, you're beautiful, you're beautiful, like, literally saying the same thing. I don't remember exactly how she says it, but saying the same thing that she says, and simply because of the ripple effect that she created, the ripple effect that she started. And it's like, that's the kind of level of impact that we really need to be having, just by spreading love. And the crazy thing is that we won't even know. Like, Femi will not, there's no way Femi will know the impact that he just had, right? So it's like, sometimes we have to give and we have to put out value without expecting anything in return. Because as we do that, we're just blessing the world, we're just blessing the world, and then guess what? The world will bless you back as well. But that's not even what it's about. It's really just about us all elevating together, because imagine if everyone's blessing each other. Imagine if everyone in our team is blessing each other. Imagine if everyone in TEC is all blessing each other. Imagine if everyone, like when someone posts results, everyone's showing love, everyone's showing excitement, everyone's like, wow, you smashed it, right? Imagine if when someone gets promoted, everyone's celebrating. Imagine if when someone asks a question, everyone's willing to help. Imagine if everyone's willing to go out of the way for every single person. Imagine the ripple effect that we're going to create. Imagine the kind of circle that we're going to create. And when I say circle, I mean the fact that a circle is never ended, right? A circle is never ended. Imagine where we have a circle where positivity is just getting spread. And you're at some point in the circle, so the positivity eventually comes back to you. That's the powerful thing about this whole platform. That's the powerful thing about this whole thing, this whole team, this whole community. We just really got to make sure that we are continuing to spread love. We are continuing to be abundant. We are continuing to maintain a positive mental attitude. And we are continuing to understand the ripple effects of really how we go ahead and decide to treat other people. I wanted to hop on this call and really just speak about that with you guys. Because I feel like it's important. Some people, they may be thinking, oh man, like this isn't necessarily directly about business, blah, blah, blah. And those are the people that really need to plug into more personal development, to be honest with you, because when you realize that positivity is like one of the biggest keys when it comes down to your business, it's mad. It's mad. You look at people like David Amita, you look at people like Jason Brown, you look at people like Mariam, you look at people like Daniel, you look at top leaders within this platform, right? You look at people that are having growth, right? There's so many people when it comes out to it, right? I'm looking for some people like on the call. We look at people like Taib, we look at people like Zara, we look at people like Namata, we look at so many people that are crushing it when it comes down to this whole thing, and you see that a lot of the times they're positive, right? They have certain setbacks, like not like cool, no one's gonna be perfect, right? Everyone's gonna have like certain times where maybe things will get to them, but at the end of the day, a lot of the time they're gonna be a lot more positive, right? And as we realize that that's gonna help us grow. But listen, that's really what I wanted to speak to every single person about. Let's all grow, you know what I'm saying? Let's all elevate. Let's all smash out everything. You know what I'm saying? Every single 40 people that are still in this school right now, I appreciate every single one of you. You know what I'm saying? I love every single one of you. Let's all grow, let's all elevate. Let's go back to the group chats as well and let every single person know if you received value. If you didn't receive value, love you too. If you didn't receive value, then tell them in the chat box that you didn't receive value as well, to be honest with you. But listen, let's go back to the groups. Let's let every single person know. In fact, I'm going to give a call to action, right? What I want every single person to do in a group, right? Let's blow up the group. We've got 40 people, right? Let's literally go back to the groups, right? And let's blow it up by writing, look, you know how I spoke earlier about positivity, right? Let's blow it up by writing in the chat box, I will get through everything, right? Just write, I will get through everything. I will get through everything. I will get through everything. And I want every single person to affirm that. It's not even just for the excitement in the group chat, it's that as well. But it's also for you. Because as you write that and as you put the energy out, guess what? You're bringing it inside to yourself, right? But anyways, guys, I will love you guys and leave you guys. Let's elevate, let's grow. And yeah, man, I'm going to catch y'all in a bit. Peace.